Well, that was a fun jam.
It was.
Yeah.
Another moody one.
Yeah, another moody jam. I enjoyed it. That was cool.
Yeah.
This setup is obviously you got the live too. And this is like one of the first beats. I mean, like the 5th beat or something like that, with like a setup using instruments and all that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Obviously, it's very similar to the MPC one, but I am using additional 3/4 output on this one specifically for this particular jam and setup.
Yeah, we did this jam a couple nights ago.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, just improving it.
Yeah, obviously, you didn't write any lyrics or anything. You're just
just
feeling
improving.
it.
There's probably a lot, a word here and there that's coming
for
through.
sure.
Yeah,
It's cool. Yeah, it's got a certain flavor. I can't quite put my finger on it exactly what it is, because it's like it's got this slow thing going on, but there's also all this like harmonic distortion texture with the synthesizers that are in there.
I like the distortion in there.
Yeah, it's like sweet and salty, right? Like
Sweet and
like,
sour.
Yeah,
or
it's
sweet
like
salty. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sweet and sour.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. Like sweet and sour. Well, our track is sweet and sour. So yeah, with the setup, again, Live 2 is the main hub. It's controlling everything. I did opt to go with just regular MIDI outputs this time around because I actually have this set up for the Octatrack jams that we're doing right now, which we haven't finished yet. So it's kind of like in between doing that stuff. So I just stuck with MIDI. I could have used the USB thing, but I decided to just do MIDI outputs so I could just swap this in and out. And again, using 2 outputs on here, using the main for the drums. And those drums that are in here, in fact, if I mute everything except for the drums. So all the drums are going out 1, 2, and into the analog heat, which is the reason why I'm using the analog heat is so I have a dedicated filter knob. I could obviously use something else for that, but like the heat does a lot of cool things with like the distortion, drive, and all that. But the filter knob, especially given an analog filter, is so nice because I can then just control.
That's cool.
Yeah, control the drums that way. Which that's one of the main things I really enjoy about the Octatrack is having the fader, being able to like just set up what type of filters are going on there. That is a digital filter in the Octatrack, and the analog heat is an analog filter. So something to consider if you're like a stickler about audio stuff like that. But yeah, the analog heat sounds great. And this is also Mark 1. There's a Mark 2 out. Then I've never got the Mark 2. So yeah, output 1 and 2 gets the analog heat for some extra juice. And then output 3 and 4 is actually just a guitar line. I kept it really simple. I was going to add some other stuff, but I just played this guitar line really quick with the acoustic.
I love that you added that.
Yeah, it's got a cool, I don't know, it just has like a...
I just love guitar on every track.
When it has
almost every track.
The moody tracks.
Yeah.
The moody tracks especially.
You're right.
Work with the acoustic guitar, right? So that's the Live 2 outputs. I'm using the 1, 2, and the 3, 4, not the 5, 6. So the Analog 4 has 4 voices that I'm using independently, and I have it sequenced on the Live 2. So I have each track on the Live 2 that I can mute. So I'm not using the sequencer on the Analog 4, and the reason is the Elektron stuff maxes out at 4 bars. You can expand the time resolution, but then you're losing 16th notes and 8th notes the more you go. Figure I just use the Live 2 for the option of doing 8 bars, 12 bars, 16 bars, that type of thing. So bass is, here, I'll turn these all on actually. Actually, we'll go like this. We'll do like one at a time. So we got the bass, very simple. And I have 2 performance knobs right here, so I can scoop out the bottom, and then bring it in, and then start adding more top. Which gives that nice distortion rumble. And then I'll add the second synth. Just an arpeggio. Then another synth. I'll start playing. This one's kind of like almost out of harmony. But it's creating like this dissonance that kind of, I think, adds to the track. So normally if I heard that, I'd be like, huh, that's out, get rid of it. But when it's a part of the track, it actually works really well. It pulls it all
together.
Yeah,
brings
right?
it all together, yeah.
And then this fourth one. So there's all this like tension in there, just from those 4 parts.
That's where the mood comes in.
Mood! Well, you throw the guitar in there.
Yeah.
Cool stuff, yeah. So a note on the analog 4 routing, I'm using all 4 of the analog outs, or the track outs, I should say. So track 1, 2, 3, and 4 all have their separate analog outs right here. And I'm tracking those into Ableton Live for some separate processing and separate effects. Trying it that way this time around just to see, the experience. The problem with that is I get rid of the delay and the reverb in the chorus that's built into the box. And those are awesome effects. I really do like the sound of those effects in the Analog 4. So unfortunately, I'm losing out or missing out on that. But the power of having 4 separate monophonic voices that I can control from the live to that is actually really cool. And then I'm using the peak, as you can see right here. The peak is doing like this this kind of keys thing. Put these back on. Whoops. Kind of like, I wrote this part first, and then I did the guitar second, and I made the guitar kind of like copy that.
Doubling it.
Yeah, it's like it doubles it, yeah. And then the guitar decides to do more of that.
Yeah.
So it kind of adds this like variation right there. So that's happening with that. And then I've also got a pad in the Summit off to our side. Just some extra texture that's added there. That adds that mood.
Always.
And then finally I'm using the Pro 3 as well for some sparkle type of sound.
You always have a little bit of that sparkle.
Yeah, I like space vibe. That's about it, actually. Everything goes into Ableton Live, so we can do something with it later on if we want to,
Jam more with it.
Yeah, jam more, have a final vocal, write some other parts, remix it, or put it in the hard drive forever and never come back to it.
Or, let it marinate.
Yeah, let it marinate.
I like to say. We have all these jammy jams, and we got to get better at bringing the ones that we want to bring forward. So.
Yeah, which we're working on. I'm excited about the 4-song set that we're finishing up. Hopefully April we'll be able to post that. Gonna be really cool. So far, early jams with the Live 2 I've really been enjoying, and I'm looking forward to do more. Well, I think that's video, right?
That's all right.
All right.
That's all right.
It's all right.
I'm recording this on a Monday, so we're getting the jam in the beginning.
This is a Monday jam.
This is a Monday jam.
Thank you very much for watching. We really appreciate it. Thanks for all the support. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, sub to the channel, hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, all that stuff. It definitely helps.
More jammy jams to come.
Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you soon.
Deuces.
Deuces.